What if it's...
Oh, yeah.
What if it's
Yeah,
Littlefinger?
That's the other thing, is that she's really the waif still. But that doesn't make any
son
sense
off,
because
yeah.
she's on her like personal vendetta very clearly.
Yeah. Maybe.
Some people...
So-
Oh, yeah.
I think Ed Sheeran is the key to everything, actually.
I hope he
Ed Sheeran is the prince that was promised.
Ed Sheeran, it's fiery hair.
Exactly.
He's born...
He's Egret reborn.
Yeah. Oh, all right.
He's Egret's brother.
All right. I want to see that. I want to see the adventures of that troop.
How did you feel when you saw him? Because we were just like, oh, Ed Sheeran.
I was like, oh, Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
And literally
like,
everyone else
was so mad about it.
Everyone else I've talked to was just like, oh, it's Ed Sheeran. There's this
Yeah.
little
He
group
was
of
just
people
there.
who are like, immersion. Like,
I was
it's
like,
like,
oh,
it
good on
really-
him. He's having a bit of a sing along.
it was
Yeah,
a
it's
little
good for him.
It was a little fun joke thing.
Why
that
don't I
they wanted to
understand why
put
everyone
out.
is so mad?
Yeah,
Fucking
like
hell.
settle down, dude.
Jeez.
Like,
So this is my brand new theory as of last night.
ooh.
My brand new theory / desperate desire.
Yeah.
So obviously they've built up for a long time, like, and especially they've like really like been hard for it in the show, setting up that John is Rhaegar's son.
Yeah.
What if he's not?
Yeah, there it is.
What if he's not? Because
You did see the finale, right? Though.
yeah, but what we see when Bran goes back, we see Lyanna giving the baby to Ned,
Yeah.
and in the finale we see that again, and then we see them getting married, but like Bran just kind of assumes that that's Jon, and we just like we assume that as an audience that like that their baby is Jon. But what if it's not? What if like Ned sent that baby somewhere else, and then Jon just is his legitimate bastard? But like I know that it's bullshit. But wouldn't that be like a legitimately like a legitimate like fucking huge twist if he wasn't actually? Because so many people have been speculating it for so long, just as a like whoa, like
Fuck you guys.
like no one would see that coming. No one would see that coming.
Well, you have.
Well, you have.
I have now, and
now
now
I've
you will.
seen it coming.
But like just as a twist, that'd be a huge twist.
That
right?
is batshit insane, dude.
That's who Gendry is. He
Yeah.
is.
Oh,
That,
Gendry!
I said that last night, but then I was like, Ned found him down in the smithy, so like it couldn't have been him because
So where did
he didn't
alright,
know about
so-
him previous
so
to that.
Why?
Why?
He just
In
doesn't want
terms of the
John
story,
and
why?
So
Danny to be related.
Oh, fair. It's
but
your
also-
aching desire for the
but
less
also,
incest as
like-
possible.
I feel like it's not
there's
a bad
no
desire.
reason why it can't be true.
There's many reasons I can't be.
give me a couple
Because
of reasons why it can't be true.
the L plus R equals J is the foundation for everything Game of Thrones and A Song of Ice and Fire is.
I know, but what
it's a
if-
thing that's been like
what
the
if they just-
backbone of it for all these
What if
years.
no, but what if that's been intentional? They've been planting the seeds
Who?
only
George?
to pull the rug out from the audience at the very last second, being like, Jon is not a Targaryen. There's a different actual.
You are
legitimate
not the
Targaryen.
father.
Four words for you: riots in the streets. That's why the world would burn. Kim Jong Il would launch his nukes directly. He's just like, you know what? I don't want to. He would launch all 4 of them directly at. Where do they shoot it? Iceland,
Ireland.
Ireland.
A lot of. Oh well, yeah, both.
I can see what you're saying. It is interesting that would be a plot twist and a half. I would be impressed. I would also be emotionally destroyed.
Call real bullshit on that one.
I would be like,
Because so Bran sees it. He assumes that it's Jon. But as far as the audience knows, all we've seen is a baby. All we've seen is them getting married. We haven't seen that baby live his life and grow up to be Jon. We haven't seen like what Ned did with that baby. You know.
He ate it.
well, yeah. Why did Ned get rid of Lyanna's baby then?
To protect him, like to send him, like what if he just sent him far away to get him as far away from Robert as possible, and to get him as far away from the drama and the politics of Westeros, and just get him far away, just give him to a nice family, like with a.
So the real Aegon is
And-
actually
Podrick.
And also, all of the Targaryens, all of them have the platinum blonde hair. Not a single fucking one of them doesn't, except for Jon.
Yeah.
I just took that as Stark genes were more dominant.
Yeah, but like,
Because there's some weird. Because I feel like Planetos, if that's what we're going to call the
Yeah.
planet, their genealogy is different because you could say
Yeah,
they're aliens,
but-
if this is another planet. So their whole way of inheriting genes from above is very different. And so, like, if you've got really powerful DNA, then that's what imprints on your kids.
but that's
you know
what
I mean?
like. All of the Targaryens like look exactly the same. Like they've all got blonde hair and blue and like purple eyes, and
But also because they're all not totally inbred.
yeah, I know. And Catelyn's some of the Stark kids look more like Catelyn. Jon's one of the only ones that looks mostly like Ned, and that's what Catelyn is like most annoyed about.
Yeah.
Well, where do they get the ginger
Yeah, well-
Sansa from?
From
Catelyn.
Catelyn, because
Catelyn's
in
not ginger.
the book she has auburn hair, and so does Sansa and Robb.
Well, I don't know what Auburn is, so
It's
reddy
reddish
brown,
brown,
reddy brown.
so
I probably wouldn't be able to see it.
Yeah,
So-
but, but you're saying the same thing.
Catelyn's
Like,
genes were enough to like. It's not like the Stark genes are like super dominant. It's not like they're like Baratheon genes where all the kids are born with black hair.
yeah. Well, maybe it's because of all the incest. Maybe
Maybe.
after a while the Targaryens just like wear down their DNA
Anyways,
from
that's my new wild fan.
Well, that's wild, man.
Toad's
like,
Wild Ride.
Yeah, if that happened, no one would see it coming, and it'd just be like a total like pull the fucking rug out from the audience feet. No one would be prepared for that. People would be like, "Wow, what a crazy twist."
That'd be so much anger, dude.
Okay, so there's a couple other ones that go around a lot. My least favorite is the Bran is the Night King.
It's stupid.
It's so
Dumb.
dumb. I fucking hate it.
Paige is so convinced it's true.
I don't know if she just like really likes the theory. If she just like she's really into it. But anyways,
I like all theories. I
Yeah.
like hearing about the theories, but
I like
I-
mine
you-
especially.
it's so bad, dude. That's the most insane theory I've ever heard.
I'll
about
stand
Game of
by,
Thrones,
but
so.
I'll stand by my Gendry as Robert's trueborn son
All right.
until the end of the show, and it hasn't been confirmed yet.
So you reckon that Cersei got rid of
I reckon-
Gendry because she didn't want Robert's actual kid?
Yeah.
She just wanted to have all Jaime's babies.
Well, that's
And
what
also
that's what
because-
happened anyways. It's just we
No,
don't know.
but remember there was also the thing where she was like, but they put it in the show. They put it in the show that the witch said you'll only have 3 kids. That would mean Gendry's the 4th kid.
But she only had
Yeah.
3 children in the sense that she only raised 3 children.
That's not. No, that's just really nitpicking. She didn't say.
Reaching.
Like, and she wouldn't consider him to be her child potentially as well. And
No.
you know, she's a fucking witch. What does she know?
Well, I mean, magic is definitely a thing in this universe, so I'm gonna listen heavily intently to witches.
I
Uh,
don't think so, dude. I don't think so.
I will stand by that
Till the end of your days.
until the George writes the final book. I will stand by that.
All right.
So there's the Bran's the Night King. Fucking bullshit. Get it out of here. One of the other classic ones is that Tyrion is a secret Targaryen.
Stupid.
I think like a lot of
I
people
don't- I'm not
stand
a
by
fan
that
of
one
that.
as well. Like because
It is
obviously
set up, because it is set up.
yeah
kind of
that
in the books. Like there are hints along the way.
that
for
Aegon really was into, like, had the hots for Joanna. And also, like, obviously Tywin hates Tyrion so fucking much, and it would make sense.
Yeah.
I think it's more interesting, though, this is my counter to that theory, that Jaime and Cersei are really the secret Targaryens, and Tyrion is Tywin's only true son. That's why that is especially why he hates him so much, because his only true son is a fucking dwarf.
Yeah.
And his other 2
Children.
not children really, are like beautiful, perfect beings. That's why he fucking hates him so much. And like not only that, but like because he's the most like him, like he's definitely his son.
Yeah.
But he's a dwarf. But yeah, you're anti that anyways. Anti that.
I'm not anti it.
Anti the Tyrion is the secret Targaryen.
I think that's nonsense. I don't think he's a Targaryen.
The only reason I kind of buy into it is the whole the dragon has
the
3
dragon
heads thing.
And also the dragons were very accepting of him.
Yeah. I thought they were building up to that sort of
Oh.
shit, but I thought we were just going to see Tyrion ride a dragon.
Yeah,
There's
no,
also
they
the
offed
thing
it.
like
Well, there's only a couple dragons left.
yeah, exactly. Like
Get 'em while they're hot.
They kind of like build up in the book, like or dead and ice, but like they kind of build up in the books that Tyrion, because Tyrion, like, they didn't go into it much in the show, but in the books Tyrion has a big old boner for dragons. Like he's loves
really,
the shit out of them.
Yep.
And like I read something really interesting that the only three characters we read that have dreams about dragons are Jon, Dany, and Tyrion.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's also fueling the fire of like they all have Targaryen blood in them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not against it, but I kind of am.
My potential prediction.
I think it's much more interesting to be Tywin's true son.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's much more,
especially if
They're
your
done.
brother and sister are the secret Targaryen.
You're just pushing boundaries tonight,
Man.
dude.
But like I don't know. I'm just people see theories and then I raise them a more interesting theory. This is not so much a theory, but it's another prediction of mine for next season. So obviously, the dead dragon is within the Night King's control.
Mm-hmm.
What if like there's a bit of like, obviously, I think there's going to be either way. There's going to be some sort of struggle for that. Like when Daenerys sees that dragon, she's going to try to get him back to the side and stuff like that. What if the way that they do get that dragon back is like Bran's ability to warg, like overthrows the Night King's power, and he's able to take control of the dragon?
So Bran's a secret Targaryen?
Yes.
All right, cool. Let's roll with that.
What do you think about that?
Everyone's a secret.
No,
Targaryen.
I do believe it could actually. I reckon.
Yeah.
I reckon he'll try it, and whether it succeeds or not is a dice roll.
So what do we think? Like, so obviously there was that moment where like there are some smaller legitimate points to the not. There are like the seeds of interesting things in the Bran as the Night King. One of the things is like that the Night King saw him and touched him. What do we think that's about? Like, do you think it's just he's as a White Walker, he's got some kind of green seeing powers and stuff like that?
I do think that.
Yeah.
Because that explains why they had chains in the thing. Like he was after the dragon because he needs the dragon.
Where the
to
chains
bring
come
them.
from?
Dude, he needs. I would assume they're carrying the chains because he knew that the dragons would come.
They're gonna go
But where did they get them from in the first place?
Intense fishing
build them.
villages.
Yeah, absolutely.
What out of?
Chain?
I'd assume
They don't have like castle
I
forged
reckon they got
steel.
them from bloody Hardhome, or maybe.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, maybe off the.
But the wildlings couldn't make. They couldn't get good
doesn't mean
steel.
they can't have
All of their
fucking
good
chains.
swords and all their good armor and stuff was stolen from the Night's Watch.
Maybe
Yeah.
they stole the chains from the Night's Watch.
That's the only legitimate thing I can think is that like it's some sort of Night's Watch expedition left them in the beyond
two
the wall.
giant chains.
well, you don't know. They could have like a headquarters thing.
Yeah, the
Like-
Whites and the White Walkers.
Yeah, they could have.
I mean, yeah, we did sort of
Manufacturing.
see
we
their
did see
castle,
when,
didn't they?
when he like took the baby into
That's
the
gonna.
thing.
I want to go. I
wanna
want to go
see
there
that.
next season.
I
I
want
want to go there.
That's where the final battle is, dude. They
Definitely,
somehow managed
yes.
to like push him back, or someone gets like kidnapped, so they all just like bum rush like up into the.
Quickly take that castle before they take ours.
Do we think
Yeah.
we're going to see it? Like, do you think Bran's going to like 3-eyed Raven over there and check it out?
Yeah.
Maybe I think he's too spooked to like look north of the wall though. Now that the Ice King found him.
Yeah. Well,
But yeah.
Maybe.
interesting.
Other theories. The Tyrion is Daenerys and Drogo's son, like from like back in time.
Dude.
Like,
Cancer.
I get the seed of that idea, but like, how does he go back in time?
Yeah, I want to know the time travel. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not breathing.
There's fast
anyway.
travel, but there's not time
Yeah.
travel.
There's one that varies is a merling, is like a fish man.
Yeah, I did read
Yeah.
that one.
Wait,
I was-
what?
I
And
was-
that's why he's able to travel around so fast. But like, also, it's sort of maybe he's not really a eunuch. Maybe he's
Just
he's a
got
fish man.
Fish tail. He's just walking around on like stilts or something.
Because they're
Or
like,
maybe it's like instead of a penis, it's just a fish tail. down
Yeah,
there.
but I feel like there would have
Between
been.
legs.
maybe it's like round the twist where he has a fish in his penis and is able to swim really fast. He's got a whirly willy.
Oh, maybe. Oh, maybe. Maybe Around the Twist is a prequel to Game of
Oh,
Thrones.
shit.
Oh.
And we'll see, the three-eyed